So here we have Henry. This is Henry's weekly update. You can look forward to a video of Henry every Friday until he comes home.
Want to say hi?
Of course I would.
So if he jumps on you, just give him a gentle and like a little bit of a knee.
Hello.
He's typically really good about it, but sometimes not.
As you can see in this video, we are at Tractor Supply. I'm having him greet people. He's definitely a social butterfly. When people went to greet him, though, I did set him, as well as the person greeting him, up for the best success, letting them know he could potentially jump and what to do if he does. This way, they aren't just feeding into the jumping behavior and instead can help deter this in the future. While on this outing, we worked heavily on leash walking. He walked really great on a leash, but of course, when he saw people, he got excited and would try to kind of pull up to them. This is how I deterred it. I would let him go in front of me, telling him, easy, letting him hit the end of that leash, and then turning the other way. Another thing I would do is let him hit the end of the leash and not continue walking until I had slack in the leash. This shows Henry that he can't go anywhere without me and that he cannot pull me where he wants to go. Instead, when he comes back to me and there's slack in the leash and no pressure, he will then get to go where he wants to go. A big misconception when working on leash walking is that if he walks great for me, he's going to walk great for everybody. This is just not true. Leash walking is a command, and you have to make sure that you follow through so that he minds to you the same as he does whoever he's walking great for. Another big misconception is that when you pull them back to your left side, you're teaching them to walk next to you. Instead, you're teaching them resilience to the tension on their collar. What we want to do instead is wait for that slack to naturally happen and him give in himself. This way you can reward that and he learns to just gradually walk with you.
So he's going to see another dog. See if that's a good way. Easy. Let him hit the end of that leash. The leash is taut. So I'm going to cue that focus in. Henry. Another slack. We'll turn around and walk the other way. Good boy. This way. Hey, Popper.
On this outing, I tried to let Henry greet everybody that wanted to greet him, and he definitely loved all the attention.
Easy. Sorry, he's going to say hi.
That's fine. Hi. How are you?
He's having fun here, that's for sure.
Excellent.
Thank you for petting him. Easy. Good boy. So he acknowledged and he came back in. I do offer him treats. It's a hit or miss. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. This way. Good boy.
You'll also notice that I say this way when changing direction. This helps cue in his hand or focus and set him up for success when I turn a different direction, or even if I'm just struggling to keep his focus on me.
This way. Sorry. Good boy, Henry. Good. Ready? Sit. Good. Retreat. Very good boy. Good job. Good job. This way. This way. This way. So in a moment like this, I'm just going to wait. Good boy. The worst thing to do is just keep trying to pull him back. I do try to keep the same amount of tension until he gives that slack so that he understands that he's causing that and not me. Otherwise, when you pull a dog back, you're teaching them to pull harder. So it becomes like a game of tug of war. And initially, you're actually teaching him just to pull harder. So what we want to do is set him up to understand that he's doing that. And when he's pulling and having tension, he's not going to get where he wants to go. But then when he gives slack to the leash this way, that's when we move. And he can't go anywhere without me. So he'll realize that if he's out in front of me and I stop moving and I turn around on him, that I'm going the other direction he has to go with. Or he realizes that we're not going to move until he's next to me. So he's doing really great with that. This way.
As you see here, I have Henry in a sit, and I gave him that stay command using the flat open hand as a signal, trying to associate that with a stay so that you're able to kind of flash the hand at him as he holds it for longer periods of time. There are many distractions that happen while he's holding this, and he did really, really great. He had great handler focus. He definitely wanted to come up and say hi and follow me around the store, but he did really, really great. He followed through. If he had broken away premature, I would have just walked him back to the same exact spot, put him back into the sit position, and then followed through and starting over with that stay. But he did really, really good. I love to give him praise. He definitely soaks up the affection anytime I give it to him. And I try to give him treats as much as he'll take them, but sometimes he'd just much rather have that nice pat on the head and the scratches behind his ears. Here is a great example of how I followed through. As you'll see, I go to walk by Henry, and he thinks he should walk with me, which is very normal. Instead, I just pushed gently down on his butt, putting him back into that sit position, and then I started back over with that stay, gaining distance between him and myself, and he did really good by following through. You're going to see him greet this little girl here. She was infatuated with him and thought he was the cutest thing and wanted to pet him. Henry was very excited to see her, and he was definitely taller than her. So I tried just to deter him from licking her face and keeping it a positive experience for both her as well as him. And she definitely loved petting him, and he soaked up all the affection. One of the things we will definitely continue to work on while Henry is here is his release. I give him that okay, which is our universal release word here at Lewis Manor. He kind of just stares at me like he doesn't know exactly what I'm asking of him and prefers that I walk up and give him more of a touch release, which is perfectly fine. I am trying to gain that he understands what okay means. So when he does get that touch release, I back it up with the okay and lots of praise and food reward if he's willing to take it. For this outing, we took Henry to a local bank that loves to see our Labradoodles. As you can see, he's accompanied by one of our LML puppies, Susie, and he was definitely very excited to be here. We were greeted right off the bat by a customer who couldn't help but say hi to both of them. It's definitely difficult sometimes when you have more than one dog. They feed off the energy of the other, so Henry wanted to kind of pull through. Instead, I slowed him down, I gave him some food reward, and he definitely got some praise from the bank tellers. As you watch Henry greet all the bank tellers and the people in the bank, I would just like to tell you what he's been accomplishing throughout the week. He has been doing great with not jumping on new people, great with his leash walking, and we've been heavily working on his recall. When working on his recall, we keep it nice and safe. We put him on a very, very long leash, we call a long lead, and he gains a little bit of distance. I get his attention with an obnoxious noise, and then I say, Henry, come, and he comes right up to me. The biggest thing is gaining distance, as he loves to just stick with on our big, long woods walks. Henry's a really great boy, and I'm very excited to continue his training. We will continue to work on everything that you've asked, and he's definitely a very quick learner and very fun to work with.
Nibbly. Oh, yes, we
As mentioned at the beginning of this video, you can look forward to these videos every Friday until Henry comes home. You can respond to the email with any questions you may have, and I will happily respond to you the following Friday with any answers, and of course updating you with his progress while he's here. He's doing really great, and I really adore working with him.
Just like your little teddy bear. Yeah.